Hello, Facebook friends. It's Maggie from Personal Euphoria with today's plank story. So this is a long one. I'm going to prep you. So what I would recommend is that you do a regular plank for 60 to 90 seconds and then take a break and then do a side plank for 20 to 30 seconds, a break, then another side plank on the other side, and then if you want, you can do a reverse plank because we might even have more time. It's a long story, but I think it's a good one. I'll put the time on the clock, but you might want to keep track yourself a little bit because I won't necessarily tell you when to rotate through each one. All right, here we go. So, today is my birthday, and so 9 years ago, leading up to my birthday, it was my 30th birthday, and I had said to Matt, I want to do something on my 30th birthday that I will remember when I'm 90. And he said, well, what have you always wanted to do? And I said, I've always wanted to swim with dolphins, and I want to see the northern lights. But neither of those are activities that are really easy to pull off in Connecticut in March. And so he said, well, think a little bit more, something else, something that we could do. And I said, when I was a kid, I always envisioned the high school pool filled with jello. And so Matt ordered 250 gallons of industrial jello in an inflatable pool and told our friends that they should come over for my birthday. And the night before, we inflated the pool in our foyer, which blocked the door we normally use to get in and out of the house. And we filled it with this industrial jello, and we had to use the garden hose. So it was pretty cold jello. And the next morning, my friends came over, and they show up, and none of them have bathing suits. None of them are prepared to swim in jello. And I'm shocked because I'm thinking, who doesn't want to swim in jello? And they say, we're here to support you. We're all good. This is your thing. Get in the jello. And it was so cool that we then had to find shorts and t-shirts and things that all my friends could borrow so that they could get in the jello too. The only person who was not interested in it was my friend's 2-year-old daughter, who looked on up to us like we were all nuts. So we swim in the jello, and Matt took this 9-second video of me. And I posted on YouTube because I have a YouTube channel where I, at the time and still do, posted little fitness and workout videos that at the time nobody watched. And I start getting all these emails from YouTube, and I delete them and delete them and delete them. And then I go into my YouTube account and realize that 10,000 people had watched me swim in jello. And I was shocked because that seemed like a lot of people. And then it quickly went viral to millions of people watching it. And now, 9 years later, on my birthday, over 50 million people have watched it, or at least there's over 50 million hits for swimming in jello. That always makes me laugh. It always reminds me that I was willing to give up my pride a little bit when people started watching me swim in jello, because it was a pretty innocent tape from my perspective, but I don't think that's why it went viral. Now, after my birthday, we had to figure out how to dispose of this jello. So my idea was to always take a cup and flush it down the toilet, but one of my clients, who's a plumber, said that maybe wasn't a good idea. 3 weeks after we swam in jello, it dissolved on its own, and my stepfather got us an industrial sup pump, and we were able to pump it out into the yard. So anyway, I will definitely remember it when I'm 90. It is one of my favorite birthdays. And you can now buy what's called Jelly Bath online and make it for kids' bath time. But I recommend, even if you're an adult, you should probably try it out. And it comes with a dissolving agent, so it goes right down the drain. But anyway, I hope you guys are all having a good day, and keep moving.